Okay folks, so again we're in Photoshop and we are going to have a look at 3D text. Quick look at 3D text and see how that works as a static 2D image on canvas. So first of all, create new, A4, going with landscape, 300 res, that's absolutely fine, white background, so create, and there is my canvas. Let's just go back here for a second. Get out of this mode. Okay, so what I want to do first of all is go to my layers palette. I'm just going to unlock that layer. Just unlock the layer by clicking on the lock. So first of all, go to text. So text tool, horizontal type tool, and then just type. So that's text experimentation. Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm going to reduce that slightly. Let's just go with text. So there's my text. I'm going to enlarge it. So let's go back to text, highlight it, and you can see the type tools are here. So I just want to increase that text to there. I might make it even bigger. So Command T, free transform. You don't need to hold down Shift. And I just want a chunky block of text on my canvas. Don't forget this is an A4 canvas, so this is a big piece of text. That's absolutely fine. What I need to do now is rasterize the text so it's editable into a 3D form. So to rasterize the text, control click. So control click on the layer text, rasterize text. And now I can go up to the top menu bar and locate 3D. And then new 3D extrusion from selected layer. Press, and you need to wait a few seconds. And there we are. So I'm in the, so if you just have a quick look here at Windows and then Workspace, you can see that I'm currently in the 3D workspace. When you go through that process of selecting to turn your text into 3D, it will ask you if you want to revert or go to 3D workspace. And obviously you do for the purpose of this. So you can see that you've got some 3D text here. You've got 4 modes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 modes, and these modes allow you to rotate and manipulate the text in different ways. So if I click on the left-hand side text first of all, and then just come to the canvas and just above the text, start moving, and you can see that you're manipulating the position of the text on its axis. So you can manipulate the text and place it into different positions. You can rotate it, you can spin it. So that's there. If I just leave it there for a moment and then come back to this text, this tool here. So this tool again, experiment with it, click just above the text itself, and then you can see that you can manipulate the positioning of the text. So let's just bring it back and drop it there for a moment, and then we'll use this one next. And again, this is just to physically move the text in and around the space. You can see you've got a shadow there as well, which is absolutely fine. And again, you can just manipulate the text. I have it floating slightly above the base there. And again, fourth option is just to slide it left and right along its axis. I'm going to go back to that option and just have the text so it's more there, and then I'm going to move it along slightly so it's kind of centralized there. Right, so I'm happy with that text and I want to include that within an image. So I need to locate the layers panel here and then control click on the layers panel, and then it's very important that you rasterize 3D, not render. You don't need to render it at this stage. Just rasterize 3D layer. So instantly it gives you the text as essentially as an image or an object within the page that you can now manipulate in a range of different ways. First way of manipulating it is just free transform, Command T, and again just reducing it in size. Another way of manipulating it press enter, is you can select parts of these panels here. So the front red panel you can select and change the color if you so desire. So we're going to click on the quick selection tool and select, and I'm holding down shift, and I'm just going to select all of these front panel sections of the text. I'm going to go to the color option here and just choose a random color. Green will be absolutely fine. Brush, I need to change my brush, so I'm going to go to Windows, brushes. I'm just going to choose a standard brush tool there. Reduce that down. To reduce, increase and decrease the diameter of the brush, you can use your square bracket keys on the keyboard. So I'm just going to kind of randomly decorate, and you can see that you can manipulate the text in this way. Command D to deselect. So now you can see you've got that as an option. I'm going to reduce this down in scale because there's one more thing I want to show you. Again, you can explore creating multiple text images and 3D text images and exploring that as a position. So just quickly, you can obviously add a background to your text. So you can see that the layer is just above the text. So I'm going to drop it there. You can click on the thumbnail within the layers there. You can have you've got a range of options here for backgrounds. You can obviously use the color picker. As soon as you move from the color picker, you can see that you now can select colors from the actual text itself, if you so desire. Okay, that's fine. So that's fine. Let's just stay with that. Go back to OK. All right. So the one more thing that I wanted to show you. Again, it's very straightforward, but it can be quite interesting sometimes. If I just close that down and make sure I'm selecting the text layer there, so you can see I'm on the text layer. I want to go to Edit and then Define Brush Preset, and let's just call that Text Brush. What this is going to allow you to do, press OK, is to then go to the brush tool, which I'm on. It's a huge point at the moment, so I'm going to reduce that down. What that's given me is a stamp. So it's turned the entire page into a stamp. So you can manipulate that in different ways. You can just select the text itself as a stamp. So Define Brush Preset is quite a useful tool to explore and to play with. Again, I'm on the single layer, so you'll have to explore that as well. Okay, so essentially that tutorial is about using 3D text and exploring 3D text. Don't forget to rasterize the text first before you go to 3D and then new 3D extrusion from selected layer. And also don't forget to control click on the layer and then rasterize 3D. Okay, superb. Again, something to explore, looking at semantic typography. You can explore 3D text in different ways. Excellent. Thanks again for watching.